David William and his beautiful wife Magdalene are a young Californian couple who live in the majestic city of Oakland together with a lively 2-year-old son Josh. They both work full-time, David as a real estate agent and Magdalene as a corporate lawyer. So these two responsible, hard-working parents decided to hire a nanny who would look after the little Josh while they were away at work. The Williams were looking for an all-rounded nanny who could prepare delicious, healthy meals for Josh, do laundry, bathe him, and safely care for him while keeping him in check. So, after a few phone calls, emails, and interviews, the Williams were lucky to land the most industrious nanny, Elizabeth Frost. She was caring, sympathetic, hardworking, and a perfect cook. She was also able to lovingly keep Josh in check. What the parents didn't know is that she was also a superhero. One beautiful warm summer morning, Elizabeth took the toddler to the park after going to the farmer's market to buy fresh vegetables and Josh's favorite fruits, peaches. By 3 p.m., they were heading back to their posh residence in Oakland. But before she could even offload the groceries from the family's car, she had a creepy feeling that something was not right about the house. When Elizabeth stepped into the house through the front door, she had a hair-raising moment, and she could instantly tell that all was not well, but she couldn't point a finger at exactly what it was. Just as she was about to dash out to find Josh, the little boy came sprinting behind her and went past straight into the house. She quickly implored him to come out to her. At that very moment, her worst dream came to reality. She heard a loud bang, followed by hurried footsteps pounding the stairs. She was sure that David and his wife were still away at work, and she was scared stiff. She dashed into the house at lightning speed to grab little Josh. At that time, little Josh was heading for the toy basket, probably to pick up his favorite wooden train. Elizabeth plunged forward quickly, grabbing the child. She picked him up swiftly and ran towards the front door. She headed straight for the gate. She didn't really have time to open it. With her adrenaline at work, she jumped over the white picket fence, missing a whisker, into the neighbor's front yard. Luckily, the door slammed open and she went straight in, and together with the neighbors, they dialed the police. What she didn't know is that the worst was yet to come. Luckily for the Williams, their house was under CCTV camera surveillance. When David returned home, he found out his home had been invaded by a burglar. His first instinct was rush to the CCTV. What he saw scared the hell out of him. The home invader didn't realize that his every move was under surveillance. He could be seen in the footage walking around the house before settling for the couple's bedroom, which remained open. He sat comfortably on the edge of the bed, and then he reached out to open the bedside drawers. In sheer luck, Elizabeth had a few weeks earlier loaned her favorite pearl to a friend to attend a wedding. Previously, the string of pearls had been settling in the drawer for years. The burglar was evidently disappointed not to find anything valuable other than piles of papers and a novel. From the footage, he could be seen hitting the drawer continuously with his knuckles. Then he headed for the closet. The home invader could be seen throwing clothes and shoes all over the floor. He turned the whole closet inside out looking for some valuables. He picked a few shirts and 2 pairs of David's shoes and stuffed them into his backpack. The thief was extremely thorough, being careful not to miss any valuables. He left the room and went straight into the child's room. It was chilling for David to see him in Josh's room. "I can't believe this! He's in my baby's room!" He looked around and left without touching a thing. David observed how lucky Elizabeth and George were not to have encountered him in his face. The moment Elizabeth opened the front door, the intruder decided it was time to make a move. The housebreaker ran towards the kitchen and made a dash through the back door, as seen in the footage. He ran straight down towards the road and walked away briskly, unfazed by what just happened. He got away from the police, who took 2 minutes to arrive. The police, however, got a clear picture of him, a strongly built, middle-aged African-American male with a blue backpack. For the entire time that the home invader was in David's residence, it could be seen from the CCTV footage that it was on his cell phone. It was very clear that it was talking to someone who was guiding him on what to do. By watching the footage, it was clear to David that more could have been done to make his home more secure. The home invader could be seen mounting a ladder, which had been left outside to gain entry through the skylight on the side of the roof. The fact that the burglar walked into the neighborhood unnoticed and even gained forced entry into David's home in broad daylight shows that there's a serious security breach. "I no longer feel secure in my own home," David said. "It is clear that we are not safe here anymore." Elizabeth was a bit shaken, but was glad that she didn't get to face the burglar. It is still hard to imagine what could have happened if she'd got any closer. It terrified David that the burglar broke in when Elizabeth and George were in. Elizabeth was applauded for a brave act. She could have easily run, leaving the child behind. To many people, especially David and Magdalene, Elizabeth is a superhero who saved their son. But to Elizabeth, it was just a normal working day. She was simply carrying out her normal duties. Nowadays, Elizabeth is still willing to continue doing her work despite the unfortunate incident, and the Williams are happy to have her as a part of their family. Alright guys, I hope you liked this story, and if you do, press the like button and don't forget to subscribe to AmaziCo. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.